They say resilience looks like quiet footsteps across a noisy world. For many living with chronic illness, known as Spoonies, resilience is measured in spoons, units of energy budgeted and spent with precision. Today, we move beyond survival. We listen to stories of hope and healing that show how people learn not just to endure, but to reclaim meaning, agency, and joy. Imagine waking each morning, uncertain how many spoons you will have. At first, survival means negotiating that uncertainty, prioritizing tasks, explaining limits to loved ones, accepting help. One woman we meet describes that early season as raw and isolating. She learned to translate fatigue into a language others could understand, small, concrete requests instead of vague explanations. That shift opened a new channel of support, friends who could once again be present, not overwhelmed. Another story follows a man who refused the narrative of loss. He reframed his identity around capabilities rather than deficits. Through adaptive hobbies, wheelchair painting, voice-controlled composing, he discovered creativity that flourished precisely because constraints invited new methods. His healing was not a cure, but a reimagining, an embrace of possibility that transformed despair into purpose. Community emerges as a recurring theme. Online groups, local meetups, and advocacy networks become laboratories for hope, where practical tips mingle with emotional validation. One young activist turned her journey into policy change, harnessing lived experience to secure workplace accommodations for others. Her success shows healing can extend outward, altering systems that once exacerbated suffering. Hope here is pragmatic. It grows from pacing, planning, small celebrations, and the steady accrual of supports. These stories do not promise miraculous recovery. They offer something subtler and profound, a map for moving from surviving to thriving by cultivating dignity, creativity, and connection. If you or someone you love carries invisible burdens, remember, healing often arrives sideways, in adaptations and alliances. The spoon count may not change, but the life you construct with those spoons can be richer, more intentional, and unexpectedly luminous.